Chapter 5. A Provocative Encounter. Later that afternoon, everyone gathered in the CEO's office to give way to Mr. Kwan's request for an audience with Hyun-ki. Mr. Kwan Namjoon came in with his two assistants, Megan and Rory, to discuss marketing about their new products with Hyun-ki. Rory was preparing their presentation on the product bundling of gadgets and laptops to launch in the market, while Hyun-ki, Megan, and Mr. Kwan Namjoon sat at each side of the conference table with eyes on the presenter. What is interesting in this situation is that while Riel is standing at the far side of the table, taking her attention to Megan, she cannot avoid her eyes from what both Megan and Hyun-ki are doing. Megan's hand cupped her chin, staring intently at Hyun-ki, then, slowly taking off her shoe, she tapped and brushed her foot on Hyun-ki's leg. Hyun-ki, staring straight at her, showing a pretentious blank expression but quietly enjoying her playful flirting. All this did not escape Riel's glowering sight. Seeming jealous, suddenly had this sly thought of entertaining a stupid idea by offering them a coffee, and then went through with it though. When she was near Megan to serve her coffee, recklessly slipped the cup from her grasp, spilling down to Megan's lap. "That's better. Ha, good for you," she mumbled, while Megan screamed from the hot coffee spilling on her. "Why you stupid, reckless bitch," she yelled at her. Hyun-ki shushed Megan and said sternly, "That's unbecoming of you, Megan. Don't forget, she was my executive assistant," seemingly protecting Riel from her harsh words. Everything stopped by the commotion caused by Riel's foolishness. Everyone was muffled, but with a quick response, Riel quickly grabbed a tissue and rubbed it on Megan's spilled lap, pretending to be apologetic, but deep inside her, she was grinning at what she did. Mr. Kwan, Megan's boss, reminded her to watch her word. Meanwhile, Hyun-ki was looking at Riel suspiciously, knowing in his thoughts that Riel intentionally caused trouble. That moment, he came upon Riel in the corner of his eyes, watching Megan's flirting. Everything was settled, and all returned to their usual presentation and discussion, showing Riel writing down their conversations. Hyun-ki did not ever take off his side at Riel, somehow amused but bothered by her shrewd motive. The meeting ended by 5 p.m., and everyone left except Megan and Hyun-ki. He was busy on the phone at that moment. Thinking that she and Hyun-ki were alone, Megan made a passionate move on Hyun-ki. "Your place or mine," she whispered in Hyun-ki's ears, seducing and coaxing him. She leaned her body close to Hyun-ki's while standing on his side by the wall. He could not refuse her amorous, tempting, seductive moves. He slowly inched his hands on her thigh. As he was about to reciprocate her encouragement, Riel inconspicuously appeared by the door of the pantry of the CEO's office, holding a tray of pastries to bring out from the room into her office to share them with her staff. She felt awkward and self-conscious by that nasty and spiteful sight that she recklessly dropped the tray, which disturbed the two lovers. Astonished but with the presence of mind, Riel swiftly picked up the tray, red-faced and offended, apologizing while passing by them, quickly covering her face with the tray. The two were appalled and disquieted, but both laughed it out sprightly. Megan grabbed his arms and whispered in a soft, seductive voice, "I miss our togetherness. Make love with me again, Hyun. I want you to be with me tonight." A look of yearning from Megan that Hyun-ki seemed tempted, wanting to give in to her teasing, so that both left the office quietly. Meanwhile, Riel was full of that scene back in the office with Hyun-ki and Megan having that passionate intimacy. She couldn't help that hint of jealousy pinching her heart. Then deep in her thoughts, she recalled that sticky stare Hyun-ki had given her in the restaurant that day, the way he gently held her while getting in the car, the way their faces almost touched each other when he put that seat belt around her, that manly scent of his when they were so close together. Why is she so infatuated with him? She was confused and unsure if he had a feeling for her or just a fling, because, recalling that scene with him and Megan, all she felt was an aching heart. She felt hopeless, crushed, broken. Hyun-ki and Megan were having an affair that Riel was unaware of until that meeting. Having a secret feeling for Hyun-ki makes Riel jealous, and this shows a normal feeling for a young girl infatuated with her handsome boss.